Uh, hey, wait a minute. Where's my music, Tyrone? Well, Stone Cold, it was a good movie. Ah, damn it. I was hoping it was a big piece of trash. Ah, damn it. I gotta come back next time. Yeah, alright. See you later, Stone Cold. What is happening, Magnus? Woo! You know, in these tumultuous, still woke times, I think what I'm going to start doing is, you already know that I deduct points if your movie or TV show is woke. I am going to start adding points. I'm going to start giving bonus points to movies that are not woke. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. All right, just got back from seeing F1, Formula One, starring none other than the legend, Brad Pitt. So going into this movie, all I wanted was a great racing movie. Something that would be as good or better than Gran Turismo. I think that is the one that is the standard now. That is the one that everyone is going to be comparing these particular type of racing movies to. I still have Gran Turismo, bought it on Blu-ray, the high definition, all that steel box, Electric Boogaloo edition. I got it, okay? And I loved that movie. So, going into this, I wanted something as good as better, or better. And I think I pretty much got something similar, okay? So, this follows Brad Pitt, who's a legendary racer, and he's had some problems in his life, some injuries and stuff, and he's getting back on that saddle. He's racing again. And he kind of runs into the young hothead, and he's the, older Maverick. This was directed by the same director as Top Gun Maverick. And you can see it, and that's a good thing. And that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. Where'd I get that from? All right, so acting in this, good to great, okay? Have no complaints about the acting at all. All the special effects were great, I felt. It seemed like a lot of practical stuff. I also noticed some CGI in it, but I think it was done well enough there were points where I was like, wait a minute, what's that CGI? You're watching it, like, wait, is that CGI? But you can't, you can't really, that, in these days and times, that's a good thing. They always tell you the best CGI is the CGI you don't know is CGI. I remember watching the making of Batman Begins, and there's a point where they had he was doing something and his cape was moving, and they showed that the cape was CGI. I did not think it was CGI. They did a damn good. I was like, that cape was CGI at that point. It was just a walking scene. I really looked like it was flowing naturally to me. So anyway, that's what I'm talking about. So great special effects. The racing was great. I feel like I might have to go see it in 4DX. I actually went to get tickets for 4DX tonight, and the theater was full. It was only like 8 seats way up front that weren't taken. I was like, okay. It made me happy to know that all those seats were taken in the theater, because I was like, okay, I'll go see the standard one, but I know people are buying these tickets up. This is a movie to see. Hopefully, Superman or Jurassic World or Fantastic Four will have those type of sales when I go to pick my seats. We'll see about that. But, so, the racing was great. The acting was good to great. The special effects were good to great. One thing, I felt like the movie was a little too long. It was a little too long. And Brad Pitt's character, it got to a point where it felt like it was a joke. But I've never seen a character crash that much. I've never seen, when you're watching, okay, this is a little bit spoilish, but what I just said was a little spoilerish, but it's like, remember it in Gran Turismo? Okay, right. You know the scene. There's something like that in this, but, you know, a lot of times in racing movies, someone spins out, someone hits the wall, someone fender. Like, it happens a lot in this movie. I'm like, Scarlett was sitting next to me, and 2 or 3 times in the movie, I was like, again? I let out loud, again? Like, crashed again? So, don't expect him to be like he's one of the best in the world, but don't expect him to be perfect in every single race. I don't know if it's like that in real life racing. I'm like, damn, how many times is his car going to get effed up, or is he going to spin out, or is he going to hit the wall? Is he going to fail? Like, wow, okay, well, maybe they're making it overly realistic, you know? He's not just unstoppable racing force, but he has his problems, you know? So, Brad Pitt and the racing was the best part of this movie. The young hothead was irritating to me. I didn't really gel that much with him, you know, with his character. He was a good actor, but I just didn't really like him. Loved Brad Pitt's character in this movie. And I loved the racing. And I gotta say that this movie, like I said, was a little too long. It was a point where I was just kind of like, all right, yeah, it should be the end by now, you know. I am going to give this movie a 3.75 out of 5 woos. So that's above average entertainment and then some. 3 is above average entertainment. Anything above that, and then some. I have other things for 4 and for 5. But above average entertainment and then some is worth going to see. Some of you may think that this is better than Gran Turismo. It's a different type of movie. So don't think it's going to be like, you know, it's trying to usurp or beat Gran Turismo. I'm sure it would want to, but it's 2 different stories. It's not really even remotely the same, other than it's a race, you know, they're both racing movies, you know what I'm saying? But they're in each other's lane, you know. It's not like Fast and the Furious is the same type of movie. You get what I'm saying? Even the first Fast and Furious isn't this type of racing movie. You guys understand what I'm saying? I assume Days of Thunder would be in this. I haven't seen Days of Thunder in years. So when I was a kid. So I have to watch it again, you know what I'm saying? But I can't think of any other racing movies like this. But is Ferrari one? I know I gotta see Ferrari. I don't know what other ones, but let me know some really good racing movies that are similar to like Gran Turismo or this that I should check out. So, yeah, good movie. Go see it. It's not woke. Mwah. Good job this time, Hollywood. 10 million subscribers. Woo!